Money. It's the topic everyone talks about, and yet no one really understands. We chase it, stress over it, dream of it, and when we finally get a little, we hold on to it like it's oxygen. But here's the thing most people never realize. You don't stay broke because of lack of money. You stay broke because of how you think about money. And that's what I call the scarcity trap. It's not a condition of your bank account. It's a condition of your mind. A quiet virus that whispers, "You don't have enough. You'll never have enough." And when that voice takes over, it doesn't matter how hard you work, your mind will keep finding new ways to prove itself right.
Scarcity thinking is sneaky. It disguises itself as responsibility, humility, or even realism. You might think you're just being careful, but underneath that carefulness is fear. Fear of running out, fear of failing, fear of being judged for wanting more. And fear is expensive. It costs you opportunities, peace, and growth. Because when you think there's never enough, you stop taking risks. You settle for safe. You hoard instead of create. You say no to ideas that could change your life, because deep down, you believe change is dangerous. Most people live their whole lives in this invisible prison, a cage built not of walls, but of thoughts. They think they're free because they can move around, but they never leave the cell.
Let's get real for a moment. Scarcity literally rewires your brain. When you're stuck in fear, what if I lose it? What if I can't pay rent? Your brain goes into survival mode. That means your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for creativity, strategy, and big picture thinking, goes offline. Your mind starts obsessing over immediate safety, not long-term vision. In other words, you start thinking like a cornered animal, not a creator. And you know what animals do when they feel cornered? They either freeze or attack. That's why people trapped in scarcity oscillate between doing nothing and making impulsive, emotional money decisions. Neither of those leads to wealth. The cruel irony of the scarcity trap is this. It makes you believe that having more money will fix the fear. But it doesn't. Because scarcity isn't about how much you have, it's about how much you believe you lack. You can give a scarcity-minded person a fortune, and they'll still find ways to feel broke. They'll worry about losing it. They'll stress about taxes. They'll compete, compare, and live in anxiety because their mindset hasn't changed. And on the flip side, an abundance-minded person can lose everything, and they'll still rebuild. Because they know the real currency isn't money, it's belief, creativity, and action. Most of our scarcity thinking doesn't even start with us. It's inherited, passed down from parents, teachers, and culture. Remember when you were a kid and someone said, "Money doesn't buy happiness. Money changes people. You should be content with what you have." Those sentences sound wise, but they carry hidden poison. They teach you that wanting more is wrong, that abundance and morality can't coexist, that success and peace are opposites. So you grow up conflicted, wanting more but feeling guilty for it. You sabotage opportunities, undercharge for your work, and call it being humble. But humility isn't thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less while knowing your worth. There's a difference between greed and growth. Greed says, "I want more so others have less." Growth says, "I want more so I can be more, do more, and give more." Here's something most people never understand. You can't attract more if you don't appreciate what you already have. Gratitude isn't some cheesy self-help phrase, it's mental reprogramming. When you say, "I already have enough," your brain relaxes. Your creativity switches back on. You stop reacting out of fear and start acting out of purpose. That's when ideas start flowing. That's when you notice opportunities that were always there. That's when the universe says, finally, you're ready for more. The secret to abundance isn't about wanting more, it's about feeling full now. Because fullness attracts fullness. Emptiness only attracts more emptiness. Money is not a master, it's a mirror. It reflects your beliefs, your fears, your habits, and your level of self-respect. If you constantly say, "I'm broke," the universe listens, and your actions follow that script. If you believe, "I'm learning to manage wealth," you act differently, speak differently, and make decisions from power, not panic. The rich don't think in terms of spending. They think in terms of circulation. They see money as energy that flows through creation, service, and value. The poor mindset sees money as something to grab, hide, or chase. The rich mindset sees money as something to move, grow, and multiply. Every time you choose fear, you pay a price. You pay with your peace of mind. You pay with lost time. You pay with potential you never use. Fear convinces you that safety is freedom, but safety without growth becomes a slow death. Yes, security is important, but most people confuse security with stagnation. They build walls so high to protect what they have that they block what could come in. That's how scarcity wins, not by taking your money, but by stealing your courage. You can't own abundance. You can only align with it. It's not something you chase, it's something you tune into. Every time you share knowledge, you expand value. Every time you help someone without expecting return, you multiply energy. Every time you choose curiosity over fear, you open the door to wealth. Abundance flows where energy moves freely. If your mind is cluttered with fear, judgment, and comparison, that flow stops. If your mind is clear, grateful, and creative, it flows again. That's why rich doesn't always mean wealthy. A rich man can still live in fear, but a wealthy mind feels free, even with little. Words create worlds. Listen to how you speak about money. "I can't afford that. It's too expensive. I wish I could." Every time you say those phrases, your subconscious believes you're less than something. Try changing the language. Instead of "I can't afford it," say "How can I afford it?" Instead of "I don't have money," say "I'm learning how to make money work for me." One opens doors, the other slams them shut. This isn't toxic positivity, it's linguistic power. Your brain listens to every word you say. Feed it fear, it finds fear. Feed it possibility, it finds opportunity. Here's the paradox. The more desperate you are for money, the more it runs away. Because desperation vibrates from lack, and lack only creates more lack. But when you detach, not by pretending not to care, but by trusting that you'll find a way, you shift from need to power. It's like relationships. If you chase, people pull away. If you stand confident in your value, people gravitate toward you. Money is energy. It senses your vibe. If you chase it with fear, it hides. If you move with purpose, it follows. So how do you actually break the scarcity trap? Here's where philosophy meets practice. Gratitude first. Every morning, name 3 things you already have that money can't buy. Peace, love, freedom, time, health. This reminds your brain you're not lacking, you're living. Track your flow. Don't fear your expenses, understand them. When you track money, you show respect for it, and respect is magnetic. Invest in yourself. Not just in courses or books, in belief. The best return on investment isn't a stock or coin, it's confidence. Give before you get. Help someone, share knowledge, offer value. Every time you give, you prove to yourself there's more to give. Detach from outcome. Focus on the process, not the result. The universe rewards momentum, not obsession. Scarcity lives in the past and present. Abundance lives in the future. When you have a vision bigger than fear, money becomes a tool, not a god. The question isn't, how much can I earn? The real question is, who do I need to become to earn what I want? Money doesn't change you, it reveals you. If you're generous, it amplifies generosity. If you're fearful, it amplifies fear. That's why the work begins within. You can't attract external abundance until you cultivate internal stability. At the end of the day, the real wealth isn't in your wallet, it's in your state of mind. You could have millions and still live in stress, or you could have enough and live in peace. Scarcity tells you happiness comes after success. Abundance knows happiness creates success. The calm mind attracts clarity. The fearful mind attracts chaos. So don't chase money, chase meaning. Money follows meaning. If you've listened this far, understand this truth. You were never poor, only programmed to think so. The scarcity trap isn't broken by money, it's broken by awareness. When you stop saying, "I can't," and start saying, "I can learn," you begin rewiring the code of your life. Money is just a reflection, a mirror of how much value, trust, and courage you hold inside. So stop fighting for security and start building capacity. Stop chasing survival and start living creation. You were not born to live small. You were born to expand, to give, grow, and overflow. Because abundance isn't out there, it's already within you, waiting for permission to flow. Scarcity says, "I need to take." Abundance whispers, "I have enough to give." And that difference changes everything.